Hi everybody, ready here to do my unboxing of the $13 shorty barbell that I got at Walmart on sale about maybe 2 weeks ago. I wanted to open it up right now, take a look at it. I'll take some measurements and share it with you guys and give you my first impressions for a $13 barbell. That was free shipping as well, so I'm pretty sure they lost money on this. I'm not sure how they could produce a barbell so cheaply, but we're about to find out. So a little bit about this barbell before I get into it. I was looking for a Black Friday sale, probably from Rogue Fitness, for a barbell shorty for my intended purposes for this small area that I have in my garage. Mainly to do landmine exercises, so I didn't need anything to put a lot of stress on it or to do like back squats or anything like that. But we'll unopen it, see if we have time to do maybe a couple of deadlifts, not drop it too far since I don't have mats, but just to give you my first impressions and to let you know if I'm going to keep it or go down to the local Walmart and return it. So here it is, guys. The shipping container it came in. It looks like it might have ripped in a couple of spots here that they taped back up. All in all, it came in pretty good shape. Thank you to the FedEx folks who dropped it off. I know it wasn't easy since I think this thing weighs in at 33 pounds, I think it said on the site. Hopefully we'll be able to take a measurement of the weight as well. This shipping container measures in at about 73 inches, which is about 3 inches longer than 1 inch longer than the 6 foot barbell that's supposed to be inside. So I doubt that the barbell is actually 6 feet long, but let's crack it open and find out. All right, everyone. Took it out of the shipping container, no problem. Doesn't look too banged up. It did come in this protective plastic sleeve, and it did come with 2 spring clips as well. I don't typically use spring clips, but they feel loose enough. They don't feel too tight. But yeah, spring clips are typically cheap anyway. The measurement of the bar end to end comes in at around, a little bit over, no, right around 6 foot. So it is a 6 foot bar. Let's take it out of the plastic and see what it looks like. All right, so taking a look at the bar, mine came in pretty good shape. The sleeves have this ribbing on them. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer my sleeves smooth, but what I expect for 13 bucks. The sleeves are about 10 3/4 inches loadable. Let's take a peek at what it looks like inside. Oh, it's got a cover on it. Let's take a peek. So that cover wasn't really a cover. It's just a sticker of a plastic sticker type. You can see here that nothing special in there. It's just a cheap barbell. In terms of the spin, it's got some decent spin. It's got some give as well here. You can hear it clanking. So if you're looking for something that's quiet, this is probably not the barbell for you. But yeah, it seems to have a decent amount of spin. Like I said, it's just a sticker cover. Put that back there so to protect that from any dirt and debris. Yeah, let's get this on my landmine and take a closer look. So the width between the collars racks in at about 46.5 inches. So technically this shorty barbell is not rackable. I think it's 49 inches for this to fit into a standard size rack. Thankfully, I don't have purpose, I don't intend to use this on a rack, but I do have adjustable racks where I could adjust the space, and I believe it probably will have enough space if I were to use that still for me to get under the barbell comfortably for a back squat. So keep that in mind. This is not a rackable barbell. So if your intended purpose is for a shorty barbell that is rackable, this is not it. Typically, rackable barbells will have less space here for your barbells, for your weight plates, but would extend this usable length by a couple of inches. So let's take a quick weight measurement of this barbell. It says 23 pounds. So let's find out how much it weighs. I weigh 167.4, and now let's take my weight. Holding it, $197.2. So it's right around 30 pounds, give or take. So take that as you will. That's not the most precise measurements. My apologies. So I have it in my landmine attachment, just so that we could take a closer look at how it is. Again, it's a ribbed on the sleeves. The knurling, it's fairly aggressive. It's as you can see, I'm not sure what the different names of knurling is, but it feels very rough. Looks like it'll be a nice grip in there. Again, it came with 2 spring clips. No center knurling, so if anyone's doing back squats with this, should feel pretty comfortable. Like I said, the spin is definitely not the best, but for my purposes, everything's fine. It's here, like I said, it's got this really cheaply, I guess this could peel off, sticker to cover the ends, and then I just keep it covered for protection from dirt and debris. Otherwise, yeah, for a 30-pound shorty bar, you know, it feels okay. Like I said, it's got some movement here in the sleeve. You could hear that just by me wiggling my hand up and down, you could hear it. So for my purposes, if I'm doing any sort of landmine movement, it shouldn't be too bad, wouldn't be too loud, but I imagine that if you were doing deadlifts or something like that, dropping it, picking it up a lot, it might be a problem. But yeah, so I guess my assessment is for 13 bucks, I'm most likely going to keep it. I'll keep my eye out for any other Black Friday deals for something nicer that I could actually feel more confident in doing something that's heavily loaded. But for $13, I'll give it a shot. So here it is, guys, loaded with 2 35-pound weights at the ends. I put my lock jaws on there to keep them nice and tight. I will say, because this is ribbed, getting the weights on, it's pretty loud. It scrapes pretty loudly when you put it on, so that might be a problem if you're in a household where you need to keep quiet, if you have kids or neighbors that might be an issue. Yeah, feels pretty sturdy with the weights on there. I'll give it a try right now with a squat. or with a deadlift to see how loud it is. So here, I just want to demonstrate how loud it sounds when you're putting weight on and off, taking weight on and off of this thing. Get my lockjaw off. There we go. So you can see because of that ribbing, it makes a pretty loud sound. And that's me trying to be careful as well. So let's put this back on and see how it feels to do a deadlift. Yeah, the knurling feels pretty good. I'm not a big fan of aggressive knurling. I know a lot of folks are. I typically use straps as well, so can't complain. Let's get into proper position here. Yeah, that loading of this when I pull it up, pretty loud. Not bad. So my overall impressions of this $13 bar, I'm pretty surprised. I will be keeping it. I will be most likely only using it for landmine work. I do have my full-size barbell that I like to use for deadlifts and for back squats. But yeah, maybe I'll bust it out for deadlifts every now and then. But like I said, if you need something less noisy, this is not the bar for you. It does come with 2 spring-loaded collars. If you need those, they're good to have as a spare. I don't use them myself personally, but it is nice that it does come with it for $13. It came packaged pretty nicely. It didn't come banged up. Mine's not scratched up at all. It looks pretty mint. So my assessment for $13 at Walmart, go for it. Again, I'm not paid to do this at all by the company. I don't remember the name of the company, but I think I had it in my short, and I'll link to it if I can find it, if it's still available. But yeah, that's my assessment. Hope you guys liked it, and stay fit.